This next poem is called Spare Change. I got lost in LA 2 days ago. And as I stopped to watch the clack-clack squeak of slave labor suites float by in their Mercedes, a friend walked near and assailed me with the LA wail, spare change, spare change, spare change. And I thought, what a strange thing to be demanding of somebody like me. What are you really asking? You who believes belligerence is fervor in the face of fire, that riots rile the rich? Nah. The poor only steal from each other, furthering their poverty. Why aren't you looting the insurance companies, the banks, the corporations, the systems of oppression in white-collar and top-dollar seats of blood-bought power? Instead, you're stealing from your mothers and your brothers? Now, maybe the real problem is that we're putting so much dime into prisons. Maybe if we put more of California's taxpayer monetary time back into California's schools, well, we'd be locking up less uneducated fools. Now, somebody somewhere got the notion that adults gotta protect the youth. Nah, somebody ought to be protecting you. Because once the word gets out how much power we're about, you better backtrack, rat. How you gonna combat that when there ain't no way to vaccinate fact and there ain't no cure for knowledge? All you gotta do is acknowledge that the mobilization of tomorrow's full-fledged. Like a synaptic junction, we're waiting poised to function, and our potential is limitless, so you better dial your therapist, because the problem of oppression comes from within. The question is not of forgiveness and sin, but of power and oppression. Who's got it? So we nom, the slaves of the corporate game, munching and crunching on the deformed and the lame. And you know it's true, because we all did it too. When we were young, we all just peed in the pool. But good hot damn, don't you understand? You cannot feed your children until you wash your hands. But these antiseptics and contraceptives are stripping me of what makes me a child. I refuse to grow up and eat meat if by Agent Orange the fields of my homeland have been defiled. But please come again, because the Garden of Eden has been deforested and replaced with a mini mall. And if that ain't enough, then I got so much more to say to y'all, because I will not step down until Mother Earth cracks the ground and swallows up New York City's trees and the mountains and the rivers that used to quiver in the wind. She's been starving for so long that now she's gonna binge, and we're #1 on the Weight Watchers do not eat list. Our only chance for survival is to resist. The corporations that can take a life without a second glance. This is our last warning. This is our last chance for a little spare change, spare change, spare change. And I thought, what a strange thing to be asking of somebody like me. But I'm sorry, sir, I don't got a lot of spare change. You see, because a year ago, I overdosed, and I'm still paying off the ambulance bill that took me in handcuffs to the hospital. And if I had known that when my soul was arrested by hate, my body would be arrested by the state, and if we had known that a year later we'd still be paying out our pockets for my mistakes, I betcha we would have saved a little bit of spare change. But as it is now, all I have are words, and they may not buy back my innocence, but they just might change the world I'm living in. They may not give back the third world's unborn babies, but they might reteach the lies of history, and they just might save the enslaved. But as it is now, I don't got a lot of spare change. All I have are words. Spare change, spare change. Could you spare some change?